Hi, my name is Demara, and I'm going to be reading you the Truth Testament number 36, which I've been asked to do from the higher beings who give me these messages, and have been doing so since last August, although which is August 2022. Although I have been channeling since 1991. But these ones coming through now are very precise, short messages, maybe 4 or 5 paragraphs, but are being given to us at this time for a particular reason, that this is the stage that we need to be really, truly awakened. We can't leave it any longer. This is the last part of the route into our new earth, and being fully awake is what is expected of us. So these are to help us do this. Again, I'm going to say to you, if you feel it is right for you, then just close your eyes and listen to the sound of my voice rather than trying to understand the words. The words are actually very simple, but it is the way they're put together by the higher beings that helps us to activate. They are triggering our higher self when we consciously listen. So not listening to the words is the way that helps that to happen. So just listen to the sound of my voice. Truth Testament number 36. We would like to say that there are so many more things that are happening than the things that you see. Our efforts to make sure that you are aware of all that is required of you has been a success, but we know that many are wondering what it is that is making your world seem as if it has gone crazy. It is because the energies are very volatile that you are seeing things that you have not seen before. Much of this is because the energy is not yet stable and will not be stable for some time in the future. It will stabilize, but this will come when your own energies stabilize at a higher frequency. All of the energies are in collaboration, or should be, in order to stabilize. As you can see right now, everything is in flux. And when everything is in flux, you do not see common patterns arising and collaborating. Therefore, this period is very much the period of exchanges of energy that do not always act in a collaborating way. You will know this yourselves through not being able to share everything with everybody, because not everyone knows what you know or even wants to learn about it. It is the same in the atmosphere and below the stratosphere. Everything wants to be in its own energy frequency. We can only say that this flux is what is going to bring about the stability when everything begins to attune together. It is time to be who you are, although this may not be the same as another who you are connected to. We cannot be there all the time for you, but we can be there when you call upon us for guidance and assistance. We are there for you, but it is you that will need to stretch towards us so that we are in accordance with all of the protocols that have been set in stone for this process. It is your evolvement as a collective that is happening here, not ours. We will evolve further because you evolve, but not in liaison with your methods. We are going to be a part of the universal energy continuum with you and the Earth Collective, but must remain as homogeneous as we can during the process of your evolvement. It is important now that you stand aside from your doubts and fears and remain as connected to oneness as you can. During this process, you will be tested many times when one or other fear or doubt comes upon you. These are the times when you will need to be completely in the now moment, where there is no fear or doubt. It is impossible when you are present with your higher self and your acknowledgement of your missions to have fear or doubt. It is a fait accompli, which means that there are no compromises. Fear and doubt are compromises of your own blueprints and missions that you have chosen in this quarter of the universe. It is not changeable when you decide to be a part of a huge, massive change in universal conditions and consciousness. It is a favorable move when you know in your hearts that you are in the right place and at the right time, because this state of right time, right place has a complex, memorable feel to it. It is one of the most memorable because of the type and complexity of the harmony that you recognize. This will be the state to harmonize with and remember when it comes upon you. You may be in harm's way, but no harm will come to you. You may be in a complex situation which does not look solvable, but it will be solved. It is this state that will guide you as you begin to traverse completely and uncomfortably all of the situations which follow the intense flux of energy state which is becoming the norm on your earth domain. When the intense flux of energy is at its peak, it will begin to fall into a semblance of order, because the peak is the finale of the chaos and the beginning of the holy order. At the beginning of the holy order, it will be a privilege to be present. These energies have never been felt on the earth domain before. We have spoken before in our previous messages to you of this holy order, which has nothing to do with anything you have experienced in your past lives. It is a moment of grace that will give you an experience of what it is to be connected first to your higher selves and to your heart in a physical body. This is without prejudice. It is without any exaggeration, a holy moment. As you experience this for the first time, you will know that you are in the presence of the Holy Spirit, but not as you have been told it is. It is and never was outside of you. It is inside of you, but requires the connection of your complete higher self to ignite the connection. It is well worth the efforts that you have put in your lives before this event. We know that you will find it exquisite because you have never known this equilibrium in a human body before. We will celebrate with you, not in an excitable way, but in a harmonious and peaceful exaltation of missions accomplished and wholeness retrieved. Thank you for listening, and hopefully you will press the like button and subscribe so that we can all together make sure that this incredible information gets passed around to all the others that are at the same point of on the verge of that final awakening. Thank you for listening.